Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The next swing into this game is part of their continuing road trip. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You got to make things happen.
And Clark, I think you're spot on with your analysis. They clearly, to me, have lost some confidence, and that's led them to force things on the court. You start to press it and not trust one another. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get back to the basics and really start to believe in one another if they want to turn things around.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Anthony out there with Jerebko. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then there's Robin Lopez.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kurt Rambis. I asked him about the player he'll try to key on in this matchup, and he had no hesitation saying Kevin Garnett. He said what makes KG special and such a problem to deal with is he can control games on both ends of the floor with his offensive and defensive skill set, saying he has so much length it makes it very difficult around both keys for us.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
The 15-footer, that's good on the jump shot. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Pass to Stevenson. New York moving it around. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Martin with the bucket.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Wiggins. Finished off the break. Wiggins has got his first points in this one.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Now here's Anthony. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Shot clock at 2. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Nothing new there to see Anthony knock down one of those beauties.
Here's Lopez. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Martin against Stevenson. Good work defensively by Martin.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Knicks trail by 9. Lopez with the steal. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
All right, Target Center.
This break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? Freak is second.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
Shot no good. 7. And New York will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
And here are the Knicks now, following the score by Kevin Martin. Here's Esparza. He dishes it to Lopez. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Lopez, and again it's Minnesota converting.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Here's Lopez. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Down low, here's Wiggins, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
Kicks it to Stevenson. He feeds it to Urebko. Lopez a screen. Here's Esparza. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. He has 6.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Lopez, a screen on Lopez. Stevenson outside from downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Martin kicks to Lopez. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Good.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now here's Stevenson. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. Count that one.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Anthony drives in. Begins with the block. They recover it, and that one's good. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Lopez from outside off the mark. For New York, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Outside Anthony. Kicks it out to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. Fires from 18. And it's Stevenson again missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Lopez. It's rebounded by New York.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Here's Esparza. Lopez with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Jang, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. And New York with a change here, too. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Urebko. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Orlando earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, New York. They just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
And right now for the Knicks, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the three-pointer by Freak, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. 9th in steals, 12th in fast break points. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
Now here's Jang. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. And that one's good by Lopez.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Quinn with it. Jang defending, and stolen by Jang. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And that one's good, Barnes.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, here's O'Quinn, and it's sent back by Lopez. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Knicks ball.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Jang defending. 5 on the clock. Fades back.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
Here's Lopez. The Knicks making the shot. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Lopez against the follow, and Lopez gets it to go.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Seraphin. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Williams dishes to O'Quinn. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Well, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've got a nice edge on the glass.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And here are the Knicks now, following the three-pointer by Freak. O'Quinn, the pass to Seraphin. And a follow wide open. He shoots. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's tipped. Feeds it to Seraphin. And that one's good. Seraphin's got his second basket.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And Towns gets it to go.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Lopez outside. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions here.
Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Before the game, Kermit. Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working to.
You don't hear too many players, Briggs. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Garnett. Martin comes in for Wiggins. Lopez, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Lopez, he's in at shooting guard. Zhang is out there with Martin. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Towns in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allows the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers was superb. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And it's Stevenson, top of the key. Dishes to Seraphin. And it's sent back by Lopez. And Rubio kicks to Lopez. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
To stop the run. That one off the back iron and out. Minnesota's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Timberwolves passing it around. A wide open look here for Lopez. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
In the corner, it's Stevenson. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And there's the pass to Seraphin. Connects on the 9-footer. Seraphin's got 6.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Lopez dishes to Martin. Rebounded by Urebko. Urebko's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stevenson drives in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Matt Barnes is checked in for Minnesota. Stevenson against Lopez. Lopez a screen. Martin kicks to Lopez. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Lopez has got 9 points in the quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Stevenson passes to Seraphin. Anthony drills the baseline jumper. Anthony's got 9 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
The shot's good from Lopez.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Passes it to Urebko. 1:44 left now here in the second. Clock at 6. Here's Esparza. No good with the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Lopez, and again it's Minnesota.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been Grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for him.
Three-pointer, and that one's good. Lopez has got 43 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Here's Stevenson, and that one comes up a bit short.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
They set the screen, but they get it back. Can they get it? Shot by Serafin. No good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist by Lopez. That's now 8 points for Martin.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Lopez. Knicks with the rebound. Jerebko's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Anthony. With 2 seconds left. Can't get it to go.
Boy, they just can't.
Welcome you back. We'll begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. You've got Lance Stevenson. Robin Lopez out there with Jerebko. Then it's Anthony. Here's Wiggins.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage. Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Esparza. Lopez covering.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Stolen. One-on-one fast break. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Anthony's got 11 points. Minnesota's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Stevenson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For New York, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. That free throw good from Stevenson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Three-pointer. Stevenson missing again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Wiggins against Anthony. Out to the wing. Here's Jerebko. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Here's Jerebko. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. So for the Knicks, Williams, he's checked in for Jerebko. And it's Afflalo in for Lance Stevenson. Here's Afflalo. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 8. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And that's 13 points for Carmelo Anthony. The drive by Lopez. And again, it's Minnesota.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Throws up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Some nice passing by New York here. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Took him no time at all on that one. Lopez has got 52 points.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Takes the 13-footer, and again it's Minnesota.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Poked away. Lopez with the steal. Moving it up. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Lopez. Wiggins has got 10 points here in the second half. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Esparza. And that time, also a missed shot.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Rondo comes in for Kevin Martin. And a switcher also for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Afflalo. Good D by Lopez.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Got it from 16 feet. Lopez has got 59 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Esparza, he's covered by Rondo. Williams a screen. Afflalo outside. Shot clock at 5. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he hits the jump shot. Afflalo's got 8 points. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Lopez over to help. Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it the fast break chance. And that one's good. 20 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint, because that has not been up to par.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Timberwolves foul call. Freak. That's his 3rd personal foul.
Pass to Afflalo. He kicks to Seraphin. To the paint. Here's Esparza. Garnett with the block.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Minnesota shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Afflalo goes in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. To the middle. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
What a night so far for Seraphin. He's got 8 points and also a block shot.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Seraphin. Here's Lopez. Non-stop scoring machine here. Shoots from 12. Good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
The Knicks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
From deep Afflalo, that ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists tonight. Lopez kicks to Zhang. Stolen by Stevenson. Afflalo, that's good.
Assist goes to Lance Stevenson.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Lopez, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Afflalo outside. Just 3 on the clock. Off the mark. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Lopez in at point guard. Bjelica is out there with Payne. Then it's Matt Barnes. And it's Levine in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Calderon kicks to Anthony. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Grant dishes to Calderon. Anthony against Barnes. The feed now to Jones, and he gets it to go.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
The Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Lopez, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Grant kicks to Anthony. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's Lopez, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Knocks it loose. Lopez with the steal. All going up court. And the jam by Levine.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Anthony, the pass to Grant. New York, no good that time either. Here's Levine, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
The dish to Carmelo. He's looking for O'Quinn and finds him. Here's Grant, and it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Payne. And New York with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Bielitsa. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Grant dishes to Calderon. Outside, Jones. Williams. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 17-6 run. Lopez, no luck. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter, really getting it done. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Calderon has the open look. New York, no good that time either. The Timberwolves shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Get that bucket in no time at all.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Outside, Jones. Lopez over to help. Grant kicks to Jones. Snatched away. 4-on-3 break. Here's Barnes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You keep turning it over like they have, you give your opponent the chance to get out and run on you.
And it's come back to bite them so often here today.
Calderon with it. They need this one. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
There's the pick. Williams with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Lopez, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Williams passes to O'Quinn. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
He dishes it to O'Quinn. He feeds it to Calderon. Lopez with the block. Tries from 16. That's good.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher. And they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
On the wing, Williams. Covered by Barnes. Now here's Calderon. Guarded closely. Jones, no one around him. Misses the wing chip.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Levine can't hit. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Grant kicks to Jones. He's looking for Calderon and finds him. Here's Grant. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Knocked away. Lopez with the steal. Shot from 6. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense. That's costly.
And the jam by Levine.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But, guys, the pass, for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter. And with that speed, once he took off, he just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Grant against Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Looking to end the run. No good from Grant.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Here's Levine. Finished off the break. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half.
But that basket, that's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered coming on fast breaks.
And they just look asleep out there in terms of transition, not showing nearly enough urgency in getting back.
New York, no good that time either.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Lopez, no luck.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to hit those kinds of things.
Here is the open 3 to cap the break.
Boy, they've just feasted on all of these turnovers here, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. The easy buckets the other way, converting on those miscues.
Cloak loose. Lopez with the steal. The 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Wow. What can you say?
New York shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Calderon dishes to Jones.
2 minutes.
Williams kicks to Grant. Shot to end this cold run. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Lopez, and again it's Minnesota converting. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez with the steal. Right wing. Here's Levine. No luck. And New York the other way now.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Lopez. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Calderon passes to Serafin. Will it go? Oh, Quinn can't hit. Lopez outside from the line, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Lopez with the steal, and now the Timberwolves on the break.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick pitch on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Lopez with the steal. For the three, missed. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.
The 2K Sports Post Freak.